Spawning in the top left position of the map that is Belshir Vestige, we have our red Terran player. I mean, for Evil Geniuses, it is ThorZaIN. And spawning in the bottom right position as our blue Protoss player for Fnatic Gaming, it is NightEnD. Wonderful little TvP here to finish up round 3 of group stage number 2, guys. There is one more group stage remaining. This has been such a good day of StarCraft. So many awesome games here at the DreamHack Stockholm Open 2013. And I do have to say, I've been very pleased with the games as of late. I'm really excited to see what ThorZaIN is going to have up his sleeve for these matches. He spent a lot of time in Korea for the EGTL Pro League team. Actually managed to get in a game or two himself. So I'm really curious if his stay in Korea has significantly impacted his ability to play to the point where we could see some really crazy stuff out of our Evil Geniuses Terran. So it will definitely be a good series to watch here. Now, double gas for NightEnD. He's going to get a very fast second gas geyser. So we could see some kind of early Oracle play. Could be early Mothership Core. Lots of possibilities here. And ThorZaIN, he's going to go for the delayed gas. Not an unusual build at all. Lots of Terran players do this. He's actually going to wall to block scouting as well. So good play from ThorZaIN. To deny, just basically making sure that the Protoss can't scout, and NightEnD isn't even going to try, recognizing that, well, he's either going to have a Reaper or have a wall. Command Center first, not quite as popular as it was in Wings of Liberty. So, should be good. Zealot coming in for NightEnD. This is basically going to allow him to not have to worry about dealing with his with a possible block on this expansion. So now we have ThorZaIN. Can we get out these Marines? After about 2 Marines typically see a reactor. He's actually using his Marines to check for proxies, which is not a bad idea at all. Just doesn't want to get caught off guard by any kind of proxy, Oracle play, so slightly less common robotics facility. We actually have a sentry coming out for NightEnD to start things off. Pretty interesting. So it looks like he's probably going to go for just a sentry expand. He is banking a good number of minerals. NightEnD sending that probe out towards the natural. And ThorZaIN bringing his Marines back home. He does have the reactor on the way. He's getting the factory as well as the command center and a second gas geyser. So ThorZaIN is going for that pretty standard Marine Widow Mine. Possibly go for a starport and do a little bit of craziness. Now he may have something else up his sleeve, but it would be very interesting to see if he has any kind of special build prepared for this particular occasion. He just got out of a TvT series with Morrow, so bit of a match-up switch around now. Factory going to complete soon. Yeah, TvP, it's kind of just been really close to Wings of Liberty. Aside from the early all-ins, we saw earlier 4GG go for some really crazy timings versus Oz and just kind of stole the series really easily. So ThorZaIN's command center is complete. He has the factory ready to start pumping out either Hellions or mines. He's actually getting a very fast armory. So ThorZaIN going to be going for a bit of a kinky play here with Hellbat drops, it looks like. He's going to get 2 mines to start things off. This will, of course, allow him to be a little bit defensive against possible aggression. But ooh, Hallucinated Phoenix moving across the field for NightEnD. This could pick up on what he's going for. So he's going to need to be... he's going to need to make sure that he can seize what's happening here now. He is moving in. Phoenix does not actually spot the armory. He sees the factory, and that's a really big thing for ThorZaIN because right now, to NightEnD, in terms of what he's seen, it largely looks like it's just your very standard, okay, he's getting some Widow Mines, he's getting some Marines, he's going to get a medevac. He doesn't know that there are Hellbats coming out here. He doesn't know that there's going to be, Hellbat drops coming in. He did spot the second gas geyser, but how much is that really going to tell him in terms of what the build is? There's an observer coming out, which is very important, of course, for dealing with the Widow Mines. So what he could try to do is go for something like a forward push, send up his medevacs to the backside and bring the Marines and Mines forward. But no, ThorZaIN will just keep those at home. Play it a little bit safe. He's going to continue to produce some Hellbats and additional medevacs. And now, well, that medevac is making its way over towards his base. The hallucinated Phoenix from NightEnD is barely going to miss this drop coming in, and ThorZaIN could do a good amount of damage here. There are 3 Stalkers, though, so if he decides to go in, he is going to have to really commit here. He's going to immediately back up, maybe activate that Ignite Afterburners. Oh, that medevac took quite a bit of damage. Completely ruined the paint job on that, but we have continued Hellbat production for ThorZaIN, continuing to send these medevacs with these Hellbats in them. And ooh, does the observer see this medevac? No, he could jump into the natural. There's only the mothership core there. He could activate the photon overcharge, and there he goes. Hellbats dropping into the mineral line, trying to get a couple of probe kills. He still has this drop ready outside the main base, but doesn't look like ThorZaIN's going to be able to get too much more. He could try to do something crazy like drop onto the sentries, but a bit of an unnecessary risk. And these medevacs, man, these medevacs and their health. He sent an SCV to repair. He didn't actually end up repairing it. Goodness gracious, ThorZaIN, what are you doing with your medevacs? It's absolutely, oh my goodness. I have heart palpitations because of this. I have no, oh my god. Well, ThorZaIN is continuing to get his macro together. He has his stim pack on the way. Is he? He's just going to go for it. He's going to go for a stim all-in with these Hellbats. This is a very interesting timing from ThorZaIN. I don't know if it's exactly an all-in. He hasn't pulled all of his SCVs, but this is a very aggressive attack coming from ThorZaIN. This could work. The mothership core has enough energy for photon overcharge, though, so he's going to need to be able to kill this Nexus before the photon overcharge can really become useful. I like repairing the medevacs, of course. Very, very smart. The Hellbats can be healed by them. So this is very interesting. He's got 2 Widow Mines, about 10 Hellbats, good number of Marines, about 8 of them, and in terms of Marauders, he has 4. So this is a very weird composition. He's actually loaded up all of the Hellbats. So what it looks like he wants to do is forward pressure with everything and then drop the Hellbats right on top of his opponent's army to abuse their area of effect damage. Photon Overcharge is activated, throws on a preemptive force field, and now ThorZaIN's moving in the Hellbats. He's going to try to drop them straight on top of these Protoss forces, cutting off the retreat, and they deal so much AoE damage. He is actually doing a ton of damage to NightEnd's army. He's killed everything except this like Colossus, and now he might even try to just drop this. Oh, the probes, he can't run them away. There are Hellbats there. Oh my goodness, NightEnd in a lot of trouble. What an interesting timing ThorZaIN has gone for. Pretty crazy build. He kills the natural expansion. There is a Colossus. I wouldn't be surprised if he just loaded everything up and dumped it straight onto the Colossus, in all honesty. Widowmine does get a nice shot off on that mothership core, but damn, what a well-timed one and done. Even NightEnd says, nice one. GG, ThorZaIN takes game number 1 in this best of 3 for round 3. Yeah, that's a little, that was new. That I actually have not seen that before. That is another build. I'm going to put that down there with the 2 builds from 4GG and be like, okay, nerds, this is the one I'm going to use on ladder and try that timing attack, because I feel like there are a lot of people that have no idea how to hold that. But that was crazy. I like that a lot. That was actually a really, really, really awesome build. And I'm actually really excited now to see what ThorZaIN's got in store for game number 2. Looking on point is our Swedish Terran player. So, all right, guys, we'll get into the next game as soon as we can. I'm Nathanias. You're watching the DreamHack Open 2013 Stockholm. Don't go anywhere.